So what kind of what bands were they in the Tennessee scene?
Well, I mean, there are a lot of bands that came touring. So I got to see The Faint. I got to see Appleseed Cast. I got to see Richard Buckner. I got to see Azure Ray. I got to see This Bike is a Pipe Bomb. I got to see Cursive. I got to see The Wednesdays. I got to see the Pine Hill Haints. I got to see Lucero.
So those were inspirations from Tennessee.
Yeah.
But why then? At what point did you think, okay, but I want to go back to New Jersey?
Well, the venue ended up having to close. They sold the building, and people stopped caring about the music scene. And the only thing keeping me there was my boyfriend and my job, and I lost them both. And so there was no reason for me to stay anymore, and I needed to move on. I learned everything I could learn then.
So you came back to New Jersey. What was some sort of starting point that you felt, okay, this is a good decision? It was a good decision to go back.
Well, I moved back into my parents' basement, and I hadn't seen my family in years at that point. So it was really nice to reconnect with them. And it was where I ended up writing a lot of my demos. And I even though it was a very hard time, and it was quite an adjustment to move back in your parents' house when you're 24, but it ended up being really positive for me, just getting to know my family again, coming to terms with, having perspective on the years that I spent in Tennessee and trying to figure out what it was I wanted to do.
So, when back in Tennessee, the step came to actually making that first record?
Yeah, what happened in Tennessee?
Sorry, back in New Jersey.
In New Jersey, all the songs I wrote in the basement became that first record.
Maybe this is a really some sort of broad question, but what was the overall influence? Was it moving away, or was it the breakup?
I would say it was a combination of the breakup and living with my parents again, and coming to terms with that and what it meant to be an adult and how to learn how to move on.
I read on your website something I found really interesting, is that you don't see yourself as a typical female singer-songwriter, and that was something that really struck me. Because what do you think is a typical female singer-songwriter?
I let myself go really low and raspy, and I can't play guitar very well. I'm more of a hard strummer most of the time, more of a singer. I hear female singer-songwriter, and I think really light and folky, and either doing remakes of traditional songs or learning how to sing in a specific kind of way. But the way that I write and the way that I sing, I'm trying to learn how I would naturally sing and learning what my natural voice sounds like and letting that be itself.
But is it also something theme-wise? Because we talked about what inspired the first record and the breakup and moving back. But I would say that maybe females would write more about feelings or about love, or is that just a really?
Well, I mean, I feel like Bob Dylan, Leonard Cohen. I mean, all men write about breakups. I think the main difference between male and female songwriters maybe are that women can have more perspective immediately, while men are quick to get angry or darker or make more cutting comments. I think women are a bit more analytical when it comes to emotional things, while men get poetic and try to cover up their emotions with imagery that isn't related to their heart.
Do you see yourself doing the analytical way of thinking about love?
I'm more introvert. I try not to overanalyze, but I analyze more myself, and I write in a therapeutic kind of way, but I'm trying to get out of that because I realize that I need to be able to come more to terms with everything that I've been analyzing and everything that I've been writing about. I don't want to write about love and heartbreak forever.